Hey, what's going on? Ryan here with Intersection Records. We're talking about Ross Valory, founding bass player of the band Journey. He left the band in 2020, and he hasn't really spoken in 4 years since leaving the band. And I'm happy to say that he is got nothing but good things to say about a 50-year musical journey, pun intended, with the band Journey. He says, what an amazing experience, he tells Rolling Stone. I was so blessed. I've spent the better part of 50 years in a band that's remarkable. All the fine players and singers that have come through the room that I've had the privilege of performing with, including the current members. These are brilliant, talented people, whether they are present in the band or not. He initially met Herbie Herbert, who becomes the manager of Journey. Ultimately, Neil Sean, Greg Raleigh leave Santana, and along with George Tickner and Ross Valory, they form the original lineup of Journey, who kind of become this rock fusion band with a little jazz elements and jam band in it. Ultimately, George Tickner leaves. They bring in Steve Perry and Ansley Dunbar on drums, and ultimately Steve Smith comes in. You have kind of the first classic lineup. Ross Valory does 8 albums with the band and 8 really good records. He co-writes Anytime and Just the Same Way, which are a couple of my favorite songs. In fact, we were playing those last night with my band, Lords of Insanity, for our gig that's coming up in a couple weeks. A couple of my favorite bands. He leaves in '86 before the Raised on Radio. He comes back for 1998's Trial by Fire and stays with them until 2020. In an era in the world where people have nothing but bad things to say about former bandmates, even people sometimes in the same band, Journey, and some of the things Neil Sean has said about, Jonathan Cain. It's nice to see that he's being classy. What happens and what ended up happening, from what I can see, and I'm kind of reading this off this article, sounds like there was an attempted boardroom coup to take over the group. Valory denies it all, and they ended up suing and countersuing. Both sides later reached out at court settlements. I guess Steve Smith, drummer, Ross Valory, wanted some sort of control as well over a band that seemingly is controlled by Neil Sean and Jonathan Cain. And he ultimately says, for me, it's now a matter of history. There was a controversy and personal business conflicts, but we worked it out, our differences, in a relatively short period of time. We had a mediated settlement that everyone was happy with, and since the time, we've all gone our own way. The band continues to perform and do so well. I like to see this. You were blessed. You were blessed to spend 50 years in a band. And you got plenty of money, you don't need any more, and you're in your 70s, and you can go enjoy it. You were on all the classic material. You played every stadium, every football stadium, every baseball stadium, every arena and amphitheater. You don't need to necessarily do it anymore. It feels to me like maybe he's paved his way also, if he wanted to reunite. It sounds like he has cleared the air there too. Anyway, we try to do shows every day here. I'd like to try to stay positive. Sometimes I have to put things out because there's so much negative stuff in the press about rock stars. It's nice to have a nice, clean story here where everybody seems to be happy and getting along. Anyway, check out my channel, subscribe, share these videos, like these videos. It helps. We try to talk good music here. Stay positive. Peace out. Have a great weekend. See you.